Inbound marketing refers to the activities that you do and the contents that you create that drives people to come to you and engage with your site, your product, or your social channels, rather than having to go out and get people's attention by ads or other outbound marketing activities. You're earning the attention of your customers and drawing them in by producing interesting content. Now, you want to personalize your content to the needs and wants of your target audience, and you're going to want to have a multi-channel mindset here. With inbound marketing, you're going to need to connect with your users where they are and where they want you to connect with them, whether that be by using your blog, publishing things on social media, your SEO search results, or even emails you send out. Now, one thing that's really important with inbound marketing, and frankly with all of your marketing efforts, is making sure you're publishing the right content to the right people in the right place at the right time. This intersection will allow your marketing efforts to be helpful and relevant rather than annoying and repetitive. Let's go to Greg to talk about his thoughts on inbound marketing.
My name is Greg Bronner. I am head of marketing at Udacity, and I've been in marketing for about 15 years. Inbound marketing is a set of activities that you take to engage with your audience to get them to come to your site directly. These are things like blog posts, social posts, things on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter that you engage directly with your audience and get them to come to your site. So the content that attracts you to your site is going to have to be relevant. So for example, in Udacity's case, we provide an education platform and an education service for you to come and learn from us. If we were to post things related to education that show us as thought leaders or knowing exactly what we're talking about in the education space or relevant to topics that they're interested in, they're more likely to come to us. So being an educational platform, we send out things that are related to the continuing education for them, things that we're launching that are new, things that are really relevant to why they came to us in the first place. If we started out saying things about cats and muscle cars, it's really not what they want to hear from us, and they'll ignore us pretty quickly or wonder what the heck we're doing over here. So when you look at creating different types of content, what you really want to understand is what type of content your audience really wants to engage with. There's everything from webcasts to infographics to memes, but you have to pick the right one for you and your audience because they're going to want to consume in a certain way. The best way to do that is back to A/B testing, is to go ahead and send out two different messages. Send out an infographic one month and a meme the next month and a Vine the third month. See what gets the highest engagement, and then from there you can refine your marketing plan and determine what kind of inbound content you want to spend time on. So when you look at creating content, you want to make sure you're hitting the right people with the right content in the right place at the right time. When you look at Facebook versus Twitter, it's a great example of how you engage your audiences differently. On Facebook, you can post long-form content and engage in a very deep discussion with your customers. On Twitter, it's a shorter medium, right? So you only have 140 characters, so you have to really be thoughtful about what you post and try and get them back to your site and engage with you there. So when you look at good quality content and creating good quality content, you want to do it yourself if you can. You can control the message, the theme, the colors, the images, and it's something that really ties to you and your company. If you buy content or syndicate someone else's content, you don't always get what you really want. I think Virgin America right now is doing an amazing job with their content creation, their marketing. It's unique, it's original, it's definitely to their brand. I encourage you to check out their billboards and their website. They've done an amazing job in creating a fun airline in a space where it's really not a lot of fun to fly. When you look at creating a blog and a readership there, what you really want to do is have a content calendar. Look out a month or 2 months of what you want to write, what you want to talk about, and then figure out how to get that content created. So again, we're talking about original content. What you want to have is someone creating it for you in a way that tells your story. That's the best way to create any type of sort of blog following. I would say when you look at publishing on social, you really have to pay attention to what channels you want to engage with and have time to engage with. When you look at LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook, which are the three kind of big ones right now, they all have their different ways of people want to interact and they want to hear back from you as well. So example on Twitter, don't just post stuff and never go back to it again. You want to actually engage because people will retweet you, they'll talk to you, they'll ask you questions. Make sure if you do engage in social, you have time to nurture and engage that community in the way that they want to talk to you.